starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everyone, this is your girl SC Bookgal 843, and it is Tuesday night, and I am bringing you a new author. So, you guys, this is what I'm ready for, okay? The cover. Y'all know how I am. I am a book girl cover. If you got a good cover, 9 out of 10, I'm gonna read your book, okay? And we got the exclusive because nobody has gotten this, you guys. It isn't even out yet. So I'm gonna need you to go ahead and get your pencil, your pen, screenshot, take a picture, get your phone, take that picture, and grab this one, okay? I am going to be introducing you guys to author Miss Robinson. Come on up, girly. Come on up. And how are you?
Hello. Hey, sweet things.
Hey, girl. Y'all, we already been chatting for almost what, 30, 45 minutes. So
Yeah.
she's like another sister who got
Yeah.
that fire in her pen. And
Mhm.
I am so honored to have her tonight so we can talk about the fire that she put on
Mhm.
this paper. Okay. But before we get to I Remember Me, tell us a little bit about yourself, Miss Robinson.
Most definitely. Well, I am Miss Robinson. I tell everybody I'm the original MZ. Huntsville, Alabama native, born and bred. Mother to fur baby Lola, and daughter to Ray and Shirley. And I'm a country girl with city swag. That's the best way I can describe it. I love books. I love good people. I love to write. And I love just trying to make a difference. So that's me in a nutshell.
Now,
And I'm a
uh,
little nutty
country,
at times.
now people say country and they be playing country. So
Mm-mm.
what do you mean by country?
Country girl. I'm talking about southern cooking. I'm talking about get out in the dirt, don't care. I'm a country girl. Dirt playing in the dirt fields. That country. That country.
Okay? Since we talk about country and city, I'm a city girl.
Okay.
Y'all, I saw my great grandma kill a chicken with her hand. That was it. No more
It was
city.
enough.
Country girl. But me and my coworkers was talking about chicken back. Have you ever eaten chicken back?
I have the very first time was actually about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. And I was like, what is a chicken back? And my mom was like, baby, she said, normally we just cut that part. She said, it's the back of the chicken. And I was like, okay, back of the chicken, I get it. But yeah, for the first time, like two weeks ago, I actually had chicken back. Yes.
So my coworker, she we were talking about black cars today at work, y'all. Me and my
Right.
coworkers, it is nothing but a family. And she said, "Girl, yeah, Trish, you know about that chicken back." That's me. What is a chicken back? She said, "You've never had chicken back." So me, the person that I am, and the reference person, so I'm literally on the computer googling chicken back. I said, "Hold up, you literally talk about the this." She said, "The spine, the bone."
Back of the
I
chicken.
said, "Girl, I barely eat the breast." I said, "I'm a wing chick." She's like, "It's just like ribs." That's me, girl. I said, "I'm gonna ask somebody else too." So now it's official. Chicken
Yeah.
back is the new thing, you guys. We eat all the chicken.
Yes.
So, I remember me.
Hmm.
This book, and from the little synopsis, I haven't even read it, you guys, yet. So I'm like you. I'm on hands and pins and needles and things because I'm ready for this book to drop. Okay. But from the little synopsis that I've read, this is a book that we ladies need. And
Exactly.
it brings to me, the little bit that I read, I know it says I remember me, but it's bringing back that sisterhood.
Yes.
So, how about you tell us a little bit about your new.
Yes. So I remember me is this is it's about remembering who we were before we became mothers, before we became wives, when we were just dreamers, and we were just focused on dreaming. It's about who we were before people started telling us who they thought we should be. And it also brings three women from similar issues or problems, but different backgrounds. Holly, Simone, and Alora. It brings them together. When they come together, they form this sisterhood, and they start to kind of. It's like kind of poetic love letters. It's not poetry, but in the book, they have a moment where they write love letters to themselves, just reminding themselves of who they were. And it's about bonding. And it's also because, I love me a good romance. It also has
Mhm.
some fine men in this book who love women and see us, to their soul. So I remember me, it's both. It's empowerment, sisterhood, love, all in one. But it's just getting back to self-love. I think we get so caught up in day-to-day life that we're just pouring into everybody else, pouring in and pouring in and pouring in, and to the point where we're almost empty. So this is about remembering to pour into yourself, and just self-love.
And and with that, I have to admit, I've been going and going and going and going for about since January with my baby girl.
Hmm.
My cousin did a Galentine's Day, and I have to admit that was the first time I was out in a long time,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
it felt so good. And
Right.
even though I wasn't just alone by myself, but I was with cousins and families, it was a time that it was just about me, not me, the librarian, not me, the book reviewer, not me, the mommy. It was just plain Patrice.
Exactly.
So, why do you feel that it's so important for us to get back there?
I think it's important because I have this saying I said at the bottom of the totem pole, we are there. We're created to be, then we can help other women and we build stronger relationships, stronger bonds. It is very necessary, and especially with the people we have in government right now, we are stronger together. And I always tell people, no woman is my competition. My only competition is the woman I was 60 seconds ago. And I want us to get back to, back in the day, my mother told me stories like of how growing up, how everybody looked out for everybody. If one person had a cow, everybody had meat. And we need to just have that. I think as a community as a whole, we just need to get back to that, building each other, not just in hard times, just every day. And just remembering who, like I said, God created us to be, because to me, it's a sin for us not to step out and live in our purpose. And in order to live in your purpose, you have to remember who you were created to be. So it's kind of why I think it's important. Excuse my little fur baby running around in the background,
No, you good. Thank you, thank you, thank you for putting us both on the screen and showing this beautiful book. So, these characters, who is your favorite?
Oh my goodness. Out of all of them, I think, oh, it's tough. I was about to, I'm going to. I'm gonna say I can't even pick, but I'm gonna go with Holly. Holly's my favorite.
Okay, okay. So,
Cause and it's hard because all of them have a piece of me in them. So I go with Holly.
So we have, okay, so let's name them all first. So we have Holly and
Simone,
Simone and
Allura.
Laura.
Yes.
So why did you not pick Simone as your favorite?
She, I don't, I love her. And like I said, she has all of them have some of me in it. But once you actually read the book, you're going to be like, oh, okay, maybe that's why she didn't pick Simone. Great person, but just because of what she goes through in the book. But that's why.
So is it hard to see
She put me on the
yourself?
spot with that one.
Oh, okay. Is it hard to see yourself in your characters?
Absolutely not. It's not. I mean, any character I've written about or I'm currently writing about, there is a piece of me. If it's not something but something they say or a mannerism or something, all of them have some piece of me in them. So no, it's not hard at all.
That's
Don't
cool.
tell
I
people
mean,
that's crazy.
so with putting yourself in your characters, what's one thing you've learned about yourself?
I've learned that I am often my own worst critic. I'm
Ooh.
often too hard on myself and I
Mm.
don't give myself enough credit. I realized that I don't give myself enough credit, and I'm trying to always, I guess, stretch myself to the point of perfection, or I'm just trying to always do this, do that, and the other. So I think I don't take enough time to just say it's okay. If I don't get it done today, it's okay. Yeah. So I think that's one of my
I
biggest.
started doing it to myself. So I totally understand myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I do it with the laundry. We all do it with the laundry. We all do. I
Yes.
ladies, it is something that I don't know who. Well, it might be somebody that loves doing putting up laundry. But that's the first thing I started doing it to.
Mm-hmm.
You will be okay sitting in that basket, but
Mm-hmm.
then it gets bad when it's there like 3, 4 days afterwards. It's like
Right. Well, Treese, one of the things my mom told me, it's been about 6 months. She told me, she said, you remind me of myself. I see myself when I look at you when I was younger. And I'm like, oh, great, because she's bomb. She said, and then she said, she was bothered because what she saw is that I was always trying to do everything for everybody and I was just stretching myself, trying to make, and she said, I did that when I was younger. And she was, she basically said, just let it go. And that's when I really started thinking, I was like, okay, it makes sense, because originally the title of this book was going to be When Super Women Remove Their Capes. But shout out to Navi Robbins. He's the one, he had this pre-made design cover. And when I saw the cover, I fell in love with it. But that title was too long to fit on the cover. So I would rather change my title than to change the cover. And that's when I
okay.
came up with I Remember Me. But it was originally titled When Super Women Remove Their Capes. Because I'm like, we're just
Yes.
always going, 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 And I'm
Yes.
learning now, you can go, go, go. People will just, pull, pull, pull. And then when you die, they'll be like, oh, she was a good one. They move on to the next one. So remember who you are.
But it's so true. I mean, because I think let's just take it a step further, as in mothers.
Mm-hmm.
And I just saw, yes, when I can't sleep at night, y'all. I was looking last night at this guy named Ace Metaphor. Y'all don't. I still listen to him sometimes. I heard everything, but I still listen to him. But he was talking about being a mother and being a father, and that being a mother, it is you are there present 24/7 would,
Mm-hmm.
and that's expected. But being a
Mm-hmm.
father 24/7 is not expected, but it's
Mm-hmm.
okay. But if a
Yeah.
mother is not there 24/7, it is unacceptable.
Mm-hmm.
So if a
Mm-hmm.
mother is supposed to be there 24/7, how does she fill her cup back up if she's there 24/7?
Exactly. And see, I don't have any. Like I said, I only have a fur baby. I have nobody,
You
human
want a 9
babies.
year? You want no?
Oh, she
You
don't
want 10
care.
years?
She like Alabama. But mom, I just saw, and even when your children are fully grown, I'm 47 years old, and I'm still mama's baby. I'm still mama's baby. Mama still's like, if I get a cough, mama's still like, okay, baby, let me go, let me check on my baby. So it never stops. But it is. I love what you said. You have to take time for you, because we tend to, as women, as wives, mothers, we just keep pushing our bodies. And until our body just kind of shuts down, we're just like, oh, okay, it'll be all right. We just keep going. And we need to just have that time, like you mentioned, your Galentine's, have some time just to be you. Whatever you want to do as a woman, you want to, I always tell people, dance butt naked in your living room. Just have time as a woman to enjoy being a woman.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And you guys, it doesn't have to be anything elaborate.
Mm-mm.
It can be this Pepsi that I'm going to drink when we get off this podcast.
Yeah, you mentioned that Pepsi earlier.
You see me on
Take
top of
time
this
with
Pepsi,
that
man. I might put it in a fancy glass and ice it out. Who knows?
Pepsi. Yeah.
So we talked about the ladies in the book. So
Mhm.
let's talk about these fellas. Which one of these fellas was the biggest headache in the book? I'm not hating men, but sorry.
The biggest headache I can tell you off the top is going to be Bradley. He is the biggest headache. He is also probably the biggest heartbreak. Like when everyone gets to know Bradley, they're gonna be like, I was rooting for him, but then. So definitely Bradley. Bradley, that is Simone's husband. He's gonna be the biggest headache.
Okay.
The
And
worst
so
possible way.
who do we have for Holly since she was your favorite? Who's her name?
Holly was my favorite. So Holly, we actually have Malcolm. Malcolm is actually she gonna spin the block. Okay, Malcolm's he's a face from the past, but they had young love, and like he tells her, she knew the boy. Now it's time for her to get to know the man. So Malcolm, you're gonna
Oh,
love
that's spin the block. I've done it. I've done it. I
Malcolm.
turn the road. Yeah, you got. I split. We all have spin the block. Okay. I turned around and tore up the street, so I can't go down there no more.
You see, you turn. I love it.
The stop sign wasn't working. Street barriers wasn't working, so I got a jackhammer. I tore up the street so I don't
I
go back
love
there.
it. All ladies
Okay.
in the chat. I see it.
So, what made you want to write "I Remember Me"? What brought this about?
Um, as much as this book is for all women or for women in our community, this book was for me. I needed it. I
Okay.
needed it. I desperately needed it. So I needed to. I had so much that was I was dealing with, and I just needed a way to. And writing has always been the way that I let it go. And this book is almost, although it's like, it's fiction, it's almost like a journal, because like I say, there's a part of me and every one of these women, you know, there's something that I can relate to or something I've been through or it's something I thought. So I did it for
Okay.
me. I just needed it for me. I wanted to get back to that place, that place of when I was just a dreamer, and little girl, and I was I was more focused on making my dreams come true than being everything to everybody else.
All right. So you push yourself forward. And I love that. And I love that for you. And I know there's somebody who's wanting to do the same thing. This is your confirmation that you need to go ahead and do it.
Do it.
So
Do it.
what is what okay, so we're celebrating Women's History Month,
Yeah,
and you are the third female author because it's ladies first this month.
mm-hmm.
So Being a woman and being an author,
Hmm.
highs and lows, one high and one low. Tell me about it.
Let's see. One high is being able to motivate, or when someone says, "Oh my goodness, that's me. How did you know I was feeling this way?" Or that I read that piece of dialogue between your characters or whatever. That one page that was for me. When and being able to motivate, or encourage somebody and let them know, "Hey, you're not alone." That's the high. That's the high. The low, girl, I don't know. Low probably is being misunderstood because when you, as an author, it's very important, especially in our genre, for us to be personable and friendly. Some people take that the wrong way, so but yeah, some people take that the wrong way. So I think that's just being misunderstood.
Totally understand. So,
Yes.
what do you feel is the hardest part about being a female author right now in the times that we are? Do you feel that it's become harder or is it still the same?
I think I think it's just different because I originally
Mm,
my first book originally came out in 2009, and then like I said, I had a 7 year hiatus. I let you know, I think it's just different. The way the game is, I hate to say game, but the way the game or the industry is played and ran these days, it's different. I think it's just, I don't want to say it's a whole it's it's messier now than it was then, but it's
yes,
a little messy. And I think we just have to get back to the point of remembering that we all bring something to the table. Like I said, my competition is the woman I was 60 seconds ago. My As far as books, my only competition is the last book I put out. I don't look at it as being competitive because I love, like, I love when everybody, I want us all to win. I want us all to win. And I get highly
so
encouraged by seeing other people post their success. So I think we just have to remember that. And I think as women, we have to remember, okay, people say imitation is the highest form of flattery. I say imitation is a lack of creativity. So be original, be you, write what you want to write what you feel, and then love on the next sister, love on the next woman, love on the next brother to help them along the way. That's it. Just stop being so messy.
is dropping all kind of knowledge all over the place because it is true. People feel that there is not enough for everybody. It's literature. I promise you, I
Hmm.
promise you that
Yes,
there's enough to go around because I
it
always tell people
is.
there is no such thing as an old book because
That's
not everyone has read every book. Your book is
that part.
always going to be new. And one thing that our CEO, go ahead and call her that, our the queen always tells us, you are your brand. It's
Exactly.
enough for everybody. I'm involved with this 100 aspiring authors. It's so crazy how you have this author say, hey, I found out about this. Spread the word. Found out about this. Spread the word. There's enough for
Mhm.
all of us. And
And
if I don't get it this time, I'm going to be your biggest cheerleader because I know you got my back next time.
exactly. So
So
yeah, just get it together.
now I remember we were talking offline and we were talking about those fun questions.
Yes.
Here's the time for your fun questions.
All right, let's go.
So you guys know at SC Book Gals and Friends, we always tie in my favorite stuff, which is entertainment, music, and movies. So,
Okay.
Holly, my friend Holly, if you
Mm.
can choose any female actress to
Mm.
be Holly, who would she be and why?
Oh, that's difficult.
I know
And
that's why I didn't send it to you.
I know. Taraji P. Henson. Because she's Taraji, you know, she's jazzy, she's classy, but she has that attitude. And Holly has that attitude. She's classy, but she's also one of them like, okay, wait, this ain't what you want. Out, you gonna, you know. So I think it would be her. I can see her playing her,
I
definitely.
okay. You say her, and you guys, y'all know me. I am not good. I could tell you what show they play on, but I am not good. I am thinking about my girl off a reason, Keenan, the
I
mother.
love her. Oh, she's a bad something right there.
That's what I was thinking, especially when we talk about splitting the block, because she did that with Unique.
Yes, she
Y'all
did
can tell
that with
that's my
Unique.
favorite show.
But you know what? You know what? She's versatile, so she might could. I don't know. I love her though. I would love to see her probably play in one of my other books. I would love for her if they came to the film because she's bad. What's her name? Patrice, I think it is in real life or something like that.
Her name is not Patrice.
It
Now, see
starts with
how
a
I don't
P. I think it starts with a P. I'ma Google
don't
it.
say that. Don't say that.
Patina. The lid just told her name was Patina Miller. I knew it started with a P.
That's my girl.
She's bad. I
If
love
there's an alley, I want her. I
her.
want her in the alley with me because she's so smooth with it.
She
She
is.
is too smooth with it.
Yes.
But you said that she can be one of your other books. What
Hmm.
book would it been, and who would the character be?
She would have been in the Love, Lies, and Lust series, definitely. She probably would have been Octavia. And that's my first series, which I'm getting this year. We're going to have a spinoff based off of their children. So she'll probably, I could definitely see her playing Octavia because Octavia, she's bad. She's bad. And she
Okay.
is, like she said, she is a great actress. Yeah.
So we talk about Bradley. Okay.
Mhm.
If Bradley was walking in a fashion show, what song would represent Bradley? Gotcha.
Oh, you got me there. If he was walking in a fashion show, I can't even. Girl, what's a sassy song for men?
A sassy song for men.
He'll a sassy.
Oh God.
Um,
Somebody said classy man. Yeah. I'm a classy man. I can see
I
that.
like that song, but I can see him walking right now. Y'all just have to wait so y'all can say I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, okay, I can see that.
But if all your characters were together and
Mhm,
they had to star in a movie
mhm.
with their personalities as it is, what would be the name of the movie?
Oh my
And you
goodness.
cannot use your book title.
Oh,
No, no, no.
uh, what is that song? Shabuzi song. Is it Burn It Down? Burn It Down. It's one of my favorite songs. I think that's the title of it. Burn It
Who
Down
the
by Shabuzi.
devil is Shabuzi?
No, not Shabuzi. I'm gonna
No.
need you to get up on game. Okay, he got Tipsy. He's a country R&B. He's a black country singer.
Oh, everybody in the club
Yeah.
getting tipsy. Oh, gotcha.
But I
Oh,
think it's
wow.
called Burn It Down. I think that would be the
Okay.
title of it. Hmm.
Okay. So we are winding down to our last moments. So I would like to ask you just two more questions. The first question would be, what would you like to say to your female authors out there?
Let it burn. She corrects me. Thank you, V. Let it burn. I would like to say to my female authors, I want you to stay strong, write what you feel, do not be discouraged. It does not care. I don't care if it takes you 6 months, if it takes you 2 years. Write what you feel, write what's in your heart. And just if there's someone along the way that you can just drop, even if it's just a hello to, just be kind and say hello. And I want you to know you can do it. You can do it. We can all be billionaires. So just stay encouraged.
There you go. And my last question before we go to your social media:
Okay.
when will I remember me be out so we can get a copy?
That is always the da da da. I know, actually. So I remember me was supposed to come out in November, and I've rewritten that book twice. But I remember me as of today. We are scheduled to drop it the 1st of May at the latest. 1st of May. It may come in April, but the 1st of May. But I'll definitely have it listed on all my social media pages and everywhere in the
And
links to
so,
it.
since we're talking about social media, how about you go ahead and tell us which ones?
Okay, because I'm gonna have to read them because I don't remember them all. Okay, on Instagram you can follow me at author Ms. R. Facebook Ms. R Writes. You can also request me at Miss Robinson, and then on Amazon I am Ms. Robinson, and then my website is MsRobinson.com.
So, of course, y'all know we're going to have all that on the Facebook page, all of that on our blog. And on top of that, you can catch the replay as soon as we get off. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Robinson, for
Thank
being with us
you.
tonight and
Thank
all
you.
your personalities and your
It's been
beautiful smile.
fun. Thank you. Thank you
Oh,
all. It's been great. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, my sis V. And thank you, ladies. Thank you, Trees. I love it. It was so fun. You made it so comfortable.
oh man, you made it. You did it. You wrote the work. I'm just here promoting it because, hey, we all in this together.
That's what's up. This is true. Stick together, ladies, and remember who you are.
So, you guys remember, it's another day, another book. Next week, we're going to have Miss Patricia Goings. She is going to close out our Women's History Month. But before we leave, I am looking for 4 authors because y'all know next month is Poetry Month. So, 4 authors to be interviewed right here on SC Book Gals and Friends. And one more thing before we leave: if you are in SC Gal and Friends Chat and Reads Facebook group, there is a giveaway going on. So I advise you to head over there, answer that question, send me the answer because nobody's gotten it right. I don't know what you're doing because I was going to announce one tonight, but nobody got it right. So head on over. If you want to be requested to join the group, send that request. I'll immediately put you in. But you have until 8 p.m. tomorrow to send me your answer. Remember, there's no such thing as an old book because not everyone has read every book. Good night, everyone. See you next Tuesday. Bye.